everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lost Tales of Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic day. Having the most amazing variety. That'll get more fan-freaking-tastic from here on out. Chugga, chugga, choo-choo! We're taking our hype train, aka absolutely, totally not broken down motorcycle. Don't know what you're talking about. On an adventure today. Number one, the bunker. Start. Why do we go to bunker? Because of this right here. It is floppy disk day. It's the day of the flop of the day, and that means a lot of good loot coming our way. Crossing my fingers, we get ourselves a grenade launcher, and obviously getting some more C4 is always gonna be a good thing, especially because we have a raid of Kazuto lined up for later today. And after doing a little bit of research and scouting out on Kazuto's base over there, I will, spoiler alert, is pretty decent, and it is going to be requiring some high explosives. So we got quite the fun time cut out ahead of us. And also, when in Rome, when checking out the bunker and having our phone over here, we unfortunately do not have a red ticket crate ready to pop open, but we do have a green and a yellow ticket crate awaiting us. And of course, when in Rome, when in the bunker, it's always prime time to bring a little bit of death upon a person known as the Blind One, because he helps us not just in acquiring our next floppy disk and what he drops, but also 10 guaranteed red tickets. But for now, hello, specialist. As you guys can see, we are chugging along quite nicely towards the next floppy disk. For now, let's put the floppy into the tactical terminal and acquire the coordinates that we'll be visiting a little bit later today. Now, our armor over here is a little bit ragtag, and we do still have this glorious scuba mask over here, dude. I freaking love it. Oh yeah, another thing that we have too, a fully extremely rare modded Kalashnikov 47. We have managed to put together this because it's actually another AK we found that already had the 4x sight on it and the silencer. We tossed on our large magazine, tactical stock, and knife, and have created, I think I was looking through some of the stats, this has the highest DPS for an AK I have ever seen. There might potentially be better combinations, but this one looks really nice. It's all extremely rare mods, and we're gonna be testing it out on the Blind One and seeing just how lethal it can be. I do think it's like stability control should be pretty good, amongst other things, and the fact that it does come with its active skill mod of yeet. A little bit of stabby McStab over there, we will be able to do a lot of damage to the Blind One with that, because the bayonet's a special ability, in case y'all may or may not be aware. We also have our other Kalashnikov here with more conventional modifications, as y'all can see, and our guaranteed 20 damage a pop, which I love. If you can properly mod an AK, it becomes a 20 damage freaking killing machine. But within the green crate over here, we have pretty, you know what? I'm not gonna complain. Nah, don't get me wrong, I don't usually get super hype over green crates, but whenever we could get ourselves an engine part amongst other things, I'm a pretty happy camper. But Mr. Yellow Crate, really, dog? That's, this is what I'm getting. I do appreciate the pantalones. If you guys might be recalling throughout the last couple of episodes, we have been well documenting our pantalones shortage that is going on. There's an epidemic in the household of Starsnipes everywhere. So one household to be exact, I think. But this epidemic is a massive shortage. I gotta go and activate the freaking forgot to press the big red button. But this shortage is affecting us very nearly and dearly to our hearts, because pantalones are essential to life. And unfortunately, we have been having quite the big shortage of them. So hopefully today we can acquire a couple of extra pairs. We already have an extra pair over there of our tactical trousers. Dude, I wish all trousers were tactical. That would just make me happy in life. I wish all pantalones were tactical. That'd be even better. Actually, no, I wish all of them were SWAT pantalones, because SWAT is the best thing until that Kevlar armor that we were seeing in the freaking teaser the other day. Ooh, don't even get me started off what we were looking at the other day, guys and gals. If you guys have not already, please check out the episode from yesterday where we break down probably what will be the biggest update Last Day on Earth has ever gotten. They just released the very first teaser for it, and by the looks of it, things are looking juicy. And we, of course, break down that juice to the fullest of our extent and get incredibly hype over it, because there's quite a little bit. Whoa, whoop. Let's just barrel on out of there. Quite a little bit. Bada bing, bada boom. No, why'd you shoot at the Frenzy Giant? Back to what I was saying, and no one dropped anything either, god dang it. There was quite a little bit to get hype over, and I am still incredibly hyped for it. And one of the things that we saw was, of course, Kevlar armor, which is going to be the new top tier armor added to the game. I need some thirst, so please excuse me, I just gotta spread a little bit of vitamin P into this fridge, bottling it, saving it for later, gonna sell it, gonna hit up my contacts at GNC, the vitamin store, and they're gonna be very happy to have us on board. So yeah, just please avert your eyes. You don't need to know the process by which these vitamins are created, okay? It's the end result that matters. And we have seen the power of vitamin P. Okay, vitamin P is a very powerful vitamin, so I'm gonna bottle up the rest of this and toss it in that little fridge over there for safekeeping because, yeah. But yeah, we needed that because we were running a little bit low on thirst, and we did not bring an important thing known as water because I did not think to bring water. But it's okay because we smell like absolute dog poop after all of this, but we are good to go. Dude, that exploder is hauling extra booty. Does anyone see that, man? Absolutely destroying it right now. Okay, I'm getting a little bit concerned about kiting these two over here. Let's just go ahead and bring the toxic spitter. I'm trying to minimize the damage that we suffer because we do have our scuba mask on because I've been trying to, you know, rock a bit of a better look as of late. And the scuba mask has been an essential part of completing my look, but it's also a very rare item that I don't want to necessarily get damaged if at all possible. So I've been doing my best to try and avoid that. And it's AK Thunder time, baby. Goodbye to you, Auf Wiedersehen, my comrades, and onwards and upwards we go. But that Kevlar armor is going to be the next armor that is added, and by the looks of it, is going to be added within this very next update. It's the last day on Earth in some capacity, which means that titanium might actually be being added alongside it. Holy guacamole, that was a cluster truck of a sentence. But as we did see in the trailer from just the other day, as you guys are actually seeing right now, there was one specific clip where a freaking mad lad on a helicopter in full Kevlar armor rides in, overlooking the brand new shipwreck event slash location as a huge zombie swarm is swarming that little feller down at the bottom. But the big takeaway is this teaser and this allusion towards the Kevlar armor, kind of hinting towards its inclusion in this upcoming update. And with that, there is a big question I think on everyone's minds, and that is how? How are we going to be finding this? Is Kevlar only going to be found as a loot within potentially that shipwreck location or the other junkyard location that was teased in that teaser? Or is titanium going to be a new resource that we can gather and use to craft up this Kevlar stuff over here? To be completely honest, it can definitely go either and potentially both ways because we do have two brand new locations coming along with us, which means two new locations for us to get loot, and usually new locations tend to have updated loot. And by the looks of it, that shipwreck location is not going to be a pushover by any means of the imagination. And the junkyard, we only got a very small sneak peek at, as we are seeing, and if anything, that's going to be more likely. I think any rare loot we could find there might very well be that ATV transmission, because we need the ATV transmission to finish building the ATV, which is probably going to be coming within the second large content update of this summer. And the junkyard does look like a prime place for us to get that, because where else are we going to get a freaking transmission, dude? Like literally, junkyard. Do you see how many destroyed cars there are over there? That is a prime location for what we are talking about. But that's not the focus. The focus that I want to focus on today is, of course, this titanium stuff. And with these titanium bars, there's a very great chance that the junkyard could also be a loot spot for them, because like the junkyard is just literally a place full of junk, and there's a great chance that amidst that junk, maybe there will be some special scrap we could smelt down into titanium, maybe entirely intact titanium bars. And of course, that shipwreck event could very well have this titanium as well through some of those like crates that are toppled over in the shipwreck, because back when the shipwreck event was a thing, it had incredibly good loot for its time. So if the shipwreck kind of follows suit and does something similar, titanium would not be out of the question. And then of course, with them being two new areas, there will of course be plenty of loot opportunities, and with those loot opportunities, there's also the chance that just like we can find armor amidst places like red crates, green crates, yellow crates, and all sorts of stuff, we can find these Kevlar trousers, maybe even that mother trucker flying in on the helicopter. Oh, maybe he will be able to be killed. Maybe he isn't as friendly as he might seem. Maybe he is actually the enemy of some sort that is gonna be swarming us and thinking that, I don't know, we are somehow to blame for some awful thing that happened in his tragic backstory. Who knows? But it is also a very real possibility that we could potentially be going to battle with that Kevlar fella, and honestly, that would be incredibly cool. And low-key, now that I kind of bring it up, I would, oh dear mama, these guys are not going to be happy at me. Good news for them is that I'm not happy with them either, and luckily, I have little bit better weaponry to take you down, comrades. Goodbye, exploder. Please don't go boom on me. Woo! That could have been close. Hey! Extra red ticket. That's what I'm talking about. But seriously, actually having like low-key a Kevlar boss of some sort that flies around that helicopter, and I'm imagining he'd have like a pretty good gun to go with, and like potentially that M60 gun that is looking to be added, a brand new LMG within this update as well from some of the teasers that we have seen. Dude, that'd be incredibly cool if there was like some sort of like that he just flies it on his helicopter and it's low-key like a boss battle we have to do of some sort, and we can take down this guy with his Kevlar. Obviously, we wouldn't get full durability Kevlar back, but even getting like partial durability Kevlar would be insane, and potentially like a partial durability M60 as well. And low-key, fair. Now that I'm bringing that up, can we please have this be a thing? I would have loved to fight someone with a brand new weapon in fully decked out brand new armor, defeat him, potentially have him be like some of those raiders that you can find in the basements, because in case you guys do not recall, there's actually a little bit of a raider within the basements. His name is Flint. He has 200 health. Maybe have this potential full Kevlar boss have a little bit of extra health, have him have the full Kevlar armor, giving him plenty of stuff, and the new M60 LMG weapon as well. That would be incredibly cool, and actually something that I would love to see the bejesus out of. But with that said, with that done, there we have kind of a little bit of a quick rundown around the titanium and this up-and-coming armor that's going to be expected in the game. And oh baby, this is not looking good. This guy's actually doing a lot of damage to us. You know what I forgot to do that I'm going to go ahead and do? Toss on that helmet over there and fully full of the bullets there, Mr. Blind One. I hope you enjoy bullets. I got them plenty just for you. No snacks for you. But go and let me know what you guys do think about this Kevlar and how you guys would like to see it included in this up-and-coming update, because I think there's actually a lot of cool potential regarding how we could end up seeing it added in. And I honestly, from what we brought up, like literally just off the top of our head there, with there potentially being like some sort of a Kevlar boss, like that guy on the helicopter in that clip, potentially being able to do something with him and have him be like a boss battle and take him down in some fashion and get some like partial durability Kevlar back, or maybe find the Kevlar amidst the loot, find titanium amidst the loot. There's a whole ton of potential awesome ways to include it, and I'd love to hear from y'all in that comment section down below regarding how you guys would want to see it included, how you guys think it might be included in a couple of these upcoming locations, upcoming things, all that type of jazz. And see you later, Blind One. Auf Wiedersehen, my comrade. Thank you for all the marvelous loot you have given us. And as you guys just saw, that AK, that was a very nice combination of Kalashnikov 47 we had. I am sorry, Mr. Blind One. Please leave a message after the beep, because, oh yeah. Now, if we could get back on topic, we gotta floppy disk. We gotta go to... So we're gonna start wandering our way over there. We might, maybe... Oh, good thing I didn't stop in the gas. Might need to make a pit stop off at home to just kind of drop off a couple of the extra things, grab a couple more things out of the crates that we did pop open, and then make our way over to the floppy disk. And we have not had an infected crate in a while, so I wonder if maybe luck might be on our side and we might be able to get a little infected crate of some sort. I think that would be pretty fun, because infected crates, they could have some pretty juicy loot. Although that would mean that I have to clear out my acid bath. And in case you guys have seen sneak peeks of my base in the chess organization, well, my base is literally filled to the brim with items. Literally, that just like sums up my base to a T. It's just full, dude. Like, not a more accurate descriptor than the 4 letters F-U-L-L. Full. But with that Kevlar, with that titanium, and how all of this stuff might be tying together with this forthcoming update, and seriously, man, I can't wait to get my hands on that Kevlar and see just how powerful it is and start stockpiling this and saving it for some of the future bosses of the game, because having an even more powerful set of armor, dude, could you imagine the type of punishment we could potentially take with even more defense at our disposal? Like, that is something that I dream of, and soon our dreams will be becoming a reality, something that I am incredibly hyped for. But go ahead and let me know what you guys think around this titanium, around this Kevlar armor in that comment section down below. And a reminder that that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into the Wiggy $12 at your Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, that'll enter you in on today's video. Y'all can enter it on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be one for a week, and we'll kick off in a weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with every single video. Y'all can enter in on that weekly giveaway. And today is Saturday, which means that a little bit later in today's video, the winner of this past week is being announced, and well, that means that the brand new giveaway has already begun, and this marks the very first episode. Y'all can answer in on that brand new giveaway, so get to answering in that comment section down below. Stay in the loop with that notification bell hit and get to entering in all the future videos as well. And when next Saturday rolls around, this wonderful process will be repeating as a new winner is picked for this upcoming week, and yet another weekly giveaway begins as well. But for now, I got some stuff to put away, and we have a disc of floppy disk to go and say hello to, so we go do this and talk in second. And before we set out for the floppy portion of today's adventure, we must do one thing, and that is make sure that our refined melting furnace is going on full cylinders with some of the black ting charcoal, some of the charcoal that we have had processing and pretty much our fires, which have just become glorified charcoal creators. And let's go ahead and make sure that we are processing all the steel plates in the world that we can, because steel plates are necessary and something that I'm currently stockpiling, not for steel walls, because our current base setup is surprisingly safe. You don't really need that much steel, and I already have a pretty nice portion of steel to my base, and the rest of this is in between so many level 3 walls and level 1 honeycombs over here. Whenever I talk about a honeycomb, this is what I talk about. It's kind of like, it's not as honeycomb-like because it's a little bit more of a square, but like in other games such as Rust, that is considered a honeycomb kind of building method where you just kind of like try and shove as many walls in a small area as you can. Also, let's chug our way along to the floppy disk, but you just try and shove as many walls as you can into like small areas in order to kind of, ooh, Mr. Dealer, I might maybe pay you a pit stop soon, but I need to go to over here. So I go over here and come back with hopefully amazing floppy thing. But that's pretty much one of the best ways you can do it in terms of like protecting your base without going super balls to the wall with the most expensive stuff in the world like steel. And I'm currently saving those steel plates for upgrading our storage, because as you guys know, I am a hoarder. I need to have a last day on Earth intervention about my hoarding, but not today. Well, so I'm just always trying to, hello, toxic abomination. Goodbye, toxic abomination. You are too slow. You slow poke. I use Pokeball on you. It's super effective. You die. Guys, I think we might be playing like a modded version of Pokemon. I don't think he was supposed to die when I threw my Pokeball at him. Also, I don't know why my Pokeball is in the shape of a pistol. I don't know why my Pokeball is extremely small in the shape of a bullet and getting ejected from a gun at lethal speeds. You know, this is definitely a modded version of Pokemon that we're playing. Something ain't right. Poppy! And an infected crate! Oh, baby, baby! Fa la 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 la! Oh, baby, baby! Let's take this back to base so we can cleanse the bejesus out of it. Bum 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 bum. Now, if you'll excuse me, we gotta chugga chugga choo choo! Our way over to the infected box. There we have our super advanced brakes kicking in. I know, it's absolutely amazing. We can grab this little infected thing over here. What happens if I like drop it right there in the middle, like, oh, that's looking super infected. But yeah, let's go and grab this before any zombies decide to swarm us, because I don't know if it's here, but if you do have an infected box, you just kind of like drop it on the ground back at your base, you need to be very careful, because an infected box on the ground will actually disintegrate into just like scrap metal after I think it's like a day or two, and zombies will just keep on running towards it. Like, zombies will literally just infinitely spawn and try to swarm the dang thing. Like, I can try and show what I'm talking about for y'all, but the zombies might like break a lot of my walls, which I don't want them to do, but for the sake of science, I guess we'll give it a go. And maybe, oh, this could actually be a little bit of fun over here. We could get a little bit of fuel going and activate some defensive maneuvers with our turrets. What am I talking about? You guys will be seeing shortly. I just gotta go ahead and chugga chugga choo choo this thing over to the turret area, and then, oh my god, dude, I feel like this thing's faster when it's freaking backing up. Am I crazy? Guys, I think we legitimately may have found the cheat code. You need to just eternally be reversing in this motorcycle. Okay, well, chugga chugga choo choo backwards, I guess. And we're gonna go ahead and just bring that puppy right there. I can't actually get off of it right there. All right, let me bring around a little bit. and then we'll go ahead and hop off. And we want to make sure to fuel up these turrets at least a little bit. And also, I will toss some turret parts in there because that thing got absolutely destroyed by the last time some raiders attacked us, because for some reason, they like to bully that turret right there. But now we have all of our level 3 turrets. These are all like level 3, right? Yeah, actually, they're all like at 35 attacks. So this is our 4 level 3 turrets, most powerful that there is. And we'll be showcasing off once we grab this infected box. What happens if you drop off infected box? All right, there. Now we wait in the middle of all of these turrets. And if we go ahead and just kind of like look around, zombies should literally... Okay, well, that zombie spawn, I don't know why he's not moving. That zombie, he's taking a nap or something. Okay, lots of zombies are spawning. None of them are moving, apparently, so this is a little bit weird. And oh, there we go. Well, that guy spawned and he got extra killed with a side of death. But what should happen is that if this is on the ground, zombies will literally just start swarming the bejesus out of it and trying to kill it. But for some reason, it appears that some of the zombies are getting stuck. Oh, there we go. Hello. Goodbye. Haha. Sick of my turrets. Sick 'em. Okie dokie. I got a feeling that apparently no one else is spawning, probably because... Oh, no. He's spitting on my walls. Yeah, that's the one. No. Bad toxic spitter. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, here we have what appears to be a bit of a slow fella coming up on us. He will die extremely quickly. There we go. Oh, that guy just got insta-killed over there. But that's the one extra poopy thing and why I don't like to experiment and just have this kind of on the ground, because the people who come are kind of douche canoes and totally destroy your walls. Who destroys your walls? That is not cool, bro. And that's why, at least in our current setup, if you have level 1 or level 2 walls, they will literally... Oh, goodbye to you. Those walls literally just get, like, disintegrated. As you guys are seeing, these guys are absolute monsters when it comes to taking down these, like, lower level walls. Level 3 walls are safe, but the fact that we honeycomb the outside of our base makes it a little bit not safe. But then you guys have a little test run with that thing, and it pooped on my floor. There you go. Yeah, that's right. You clean up your own dank poop over there, but... If it is on the chopper, it is safe and no one will die. No, lots of people will die, mainly zombies, but no one will really keep spawning after it is on your chopper. It's only if it's on the ground and kind of spreading its tentacle things on and taking a poop on the floor and stuff like that, that it does become a little bit dangerous and they do start to swarm in. So in order for us to actually cleanse this infected box, we have to use our acid bath over there. Unfortunately for us, we have an old box over there that has already been cleansed that we just use as a glorified massive chest. So what we need to do is actually use some of those upgrades that I was talking about that we are saving this steel for. And there we have one bad boy upgraded, and unfortunately we don't have enough steel plates to upgrade the next one, but as always, we are working towards it and working towards a hasty solution. And you guys can see right here all that marvelous storage room that it did give to us, which is very good because the acid bath, as you guys are about to see, has a lot of storage room that it calls its own. Actually, a lot more than what we just got over there. So we're gonna need to find a way to kind of divvy this up amidst the rest of our base, and yeah, it's a work in progress. We'll get around to it. And here we go, an entirely empty chest, which means that chest disintegrates from the acid bath, and now it just says infected box required. So as long as you have stuff inside of like once you cleanse the infected box, as long as you keep something in its kind of like leftover remnant area, you will actually be able to use it as storage, which is always something you should be doing because storage is storage. More is better than less, but you need to be aware of the fact that you gotta empty it out in order to toss in another one, but that's a-okay, and that's exactly what we are about to be doing here with this infected box in our hands and this ultimate walk over here. But like I'm saying, with that notification bell, make sure to have it hit to stay up to loop with every single video y'all can enter on for that weekly giveaway, and all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well that you should definitely give a look in case you guys have not already. And it's a great way to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of information and updates as well. As soon as new info comes out, we're keeping you guys in the loop with everything that does come out, analyzing everything that does come out, and just overall doing everything we can to know as much as we can about Last Day on Earth and the future of it. And as soon as the new updates themselves do come out, we're checking them out ASAP and showing off everything that we humanly can absolutely as soon as possible. But for now, we're gonna show off what is inside of this magical blue, what is that, Gatorade? I don't know. Gatorade, please do me good. Let's see if the magic words might be able to help us out like they did many a times ago. Proszę bardzo, daj mi coś dobrego. Let's freaking go! a scar is always a welcome sight for these eyes. Not the grenade launcher that I was hoping for, I must admit, but hey, it's something that I'm more than willing to work with because, yes sir, the scar is a very wonderful thing, and we got a couple of C4 as well that I will put a little bit. I'm gonna put these in the steel portion of our base just to be extra safe with things. And we're gonna go ahead and store these things in their corresponding boxes. Here, of course, we have our massive VSS/Scar box, 2 of the rarest weapons in the game if you don't count the grenade launcher, which we are stashing over here as well. And then we're gonna go and put this charcoal to use. I'll put this aluminum there for the time being. We have our backup SWAT helmet just to make sure that we can keep our scuba helmet in kind of decent shape and so it doesn't just totally disintegrate into thin air. And we'll go ahead and toss a little bit of coal into there. This bad boy's chugging along, and you get to chugging as well, and make sure that we are processing as much copper as we can. But what I wish we could do is have a sec. Where'd my bike go? Forgot. We chugga-chewed our way out of there. Let's go and equip our raiding get up. And all in all, I reckon we're about as ready as we're gonna be, because with the help of, well, this marvelous M16 and pistol drizzle, we should be able to do just about everything we need to on this raid. But before we do set out upon this raid, we need to go and take some of the raw resources we have up in here, and also go ahead and, why don't we fill up a little bit of gas? That's not a, like, we could get more gas, by the way, or we could fill up more than just that meter, so I'm gonna wait. It's better to kind of wait until you could use an entire gasoline, because gas fills up, I'd say about, like, probably, if you guys look at my mouse cursor, like up to that much, but we get capped out at over there. So I'm just gonna wait until it empties out a bit more so we could get all the gas out of like a single gas item instead of like only getting a partial amount out of it. But let's go and get all the hatchets that we can out of this, and we will go and put these bad boys. Oh Jesus, what was that? Oh, was not expecting that. Oh my god, good morning. All right, jump scares aside, that right there is why I don't play horror games. One of my turrets just scared the bejesus out of me. Oh, not my brightest moment, but thank you for protecting me, turret. I highly appreciate it. Now, if you go ahead and excuse me, we gotta chugga-choo-choo our way to today's raid. And as we're making our way over there, want to go ahead and announce the winner of this past week's $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. Maybe we'll go ahead and pay a pit stop over to the airdrop a little bit later as well. But a huge congrats to the randomly chosen comment from this randomly chosen video from this past week, which was where we went on a raid and found some of the rarest items in the game, including but not limited to a hat that is almost impossible to be found, that I was incredibly hyped to go ahead and kind of build up our stockpile of. And huge congrats to the randomly chosen comment from that randomly chosen video, Mateen Hamidzadeh. I really hope that I did not butcher that, my man, but he said, got the mask today, bro, from the chopper event with the shotgun. Well, very nice. Congrats to you with that. And you know what else you got today? A $25 iTunes or Play Store gift card that you have won from the giveaway. Make sure to go and reply to that pinned comment in that comment section down below, letting me know the best way to privately get in touch with you, because I need to privately message you the code. I can't just reply to your comment with it, because everyone will be able to see it, and that's bad with the code. Usually only you want to be able to see the code. So make sure to reply the pinned comment with that. Make it something like potentially your email address, for example, where I could go ahead and send you an email. And I do need to make sure that I get you a code for the proper country. So I need to make sure that, like, for example, if you are in the United States, you get a United States code, or if you are in the European Union and one of those countries, you need to get a specific code for that as well, since there isn't like universal codes that you could use. So I just gotta get some of that information from you in an email or some other form of private communication, and then I will be able to get you the wonderful thing that you have acquired, my friend, a little thing known as a gift card of the $25 variety. Huge congrats to you, my man, and best of luck to everyone else in the brand new giveaway kicking off today. But without further ado, let's toss down a little bit of C4, and as a wise man once said, bada bing, bada boom, we are in. They are about to be dead. I'm about to yeet my way away from them and mow them down with the help of this, oh my god, M16 that misses way too many bullets. One problem with our current M16 getup, it is very powerful. It does up to 16 damage and 36 critical damage. Plus, it has a great fire rate to go along with it, but this bad boy, it's got some stability issues, and once you kind of sustain fire, it does become an issue. Wow, my favorite, emptiness. Psych! That's my least favorite. Can I please get something decent? This upsets the star. Please, Mr. Bush, are you next to a good chest of some sort? Will you... Okay, I will go and pick you up. I will also... sneeze a little bit. Oh, apologies about that. And... Okie dokie. Not gonna lie. I'm liking what I'm seeing. This is a promising start, especially because I need all the steel that I could get my grubble fingers on, and this will definitely be helping out the cause a little bit. Chest number 2. Do you have something good in store for me? Let's freaking go! Pantalones and medical supplies. Kalashnikov 47. Angry zombies! Oh, I gotta back it up out of there. Not trying to get cornered because then they will all be able to wail on me and I won't even be able to escape and do my hit and run tactics over here, because if you do have access to a ranged weapon, you never want to be standing still while dealing with the enemy. You always want to run away a little bit, sustain a little bit of fire, and then run away as well to minimize the amount of damage they do on you. If you aren't doing that, you might as well just be using a melee weapon. That is the marvelous thing about ranged weapons. They are ranged, aka in the case of these guys over here, you can be out of their range because their fists are their melee weapon, and for example, use a little bit of an M16 and mow down the bejesus out of them. Bye-bye. Thank you for playing the game known as trying to stop Papa Star during a raid. Unfortunately, it's almost impossible to win. Usually it takes a blind run or some sort of shenanigans like that. But besides some of that kind of like big boy loot that's highlighting this raid, it is looking a little bit suspicious in terms of what is, what's the good stuff. Yeah, that's one empty, so okay. 3 entirely empty chests. We have a pine log over there. We've got some other stuff over here, and... this area, I don't know what's inside of here. I don't think it's gonna be anything that good, which is why I'm a bit skeptical to break it open, but... For the sake of you, my marvelous peoples, the most marvelous snipe gang in the history of gangs and snipes and stuff like that, it is time for us to go boom and hopefully find something good in here. I got a feeling it's just gonna be like a chopper and something like that. Bada bing, bada boom! Yep, there is a little steel room over there we can't get into, and that's the problem. If you guys, and this is why whenever it comes to a raid, if you guys ever come across a 3x3 room like this with a couch over there, a dinner table in the middle, and a radio over there, directly to the right of it, there will always tend to be, unless someone's finished it or removed it, a chopper that is not completed over here, and a gunsmith bench that is also not completed over here. So, I'm gonna go cry in a corner over that C4 that we just used. But, honestly, if we didn't use that second C4, only use the first C4 and, you know, went ahead and grabbed a couple of these things. All in all, between some of the medical supplies, a set of SWAT armor, this one's kind of decent. It's not the worst thing, it's not the best thing, but all in all, I'd say like the best loot that we got out of this was definitely the set of SWAT armor, gun, couple of metal, couple of medical supplies. You could definitely do worse. I'd say this is an alright raid. You know, it's not amazing, it's not out of this world, it's not meh, it's not awful, but it could be better, but it could be worse. It's like a middle of the pack type of raid. You can't go wrong with it, but should you use your C4 on it? Depends if you want like these 9 items over here, because besides that, as you guys are seeing, there isn't exactly a lot of anything else at all. There's about 1 of some other things. 2 water, 11 wires, and 7 limestone. Oh, and too thick fabric. Unfortunately, that fabric is not thick enough to get me to bring it along with. Star, no, you should go and grab that stuff. I'll go back and grab it. I just gotta like organize some stuff, put it away in my chopper, and I'll just go ahead and do that now and then just go back and grab a couple things. But as you guys saw, it isn't exactly anything out of this world, unfortunately, but there's definitely a couple of decent items to be had, so it's alright. But with that said, with that done, that's good. We're gonna start wrapping it up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.